Okay, guys. So to wrap up the school year, there's two main assignments. Um, One assignment is a two-parter, and that's the outside reading presentation. So when you log onto my webpage, I think it automatically brings you to the Live, Laugh, Learn page, and that instructs you that all work will be posted under the outside reading presentations tab. So if you go to the outside reading presentations tab, um, and click on that, I have updated the instructions so that it does not require you to dress the part. Because of these circumstances, I just can't ask that of you. So these four links right here, nonfiction suggestions, fiction suggestions, that's the middle two. Those are not assignments, just lists of nonfiction and fiction novels. This is the outside reading presentation assignment. So when you open that up, you will see that, oh, that's my meal menu for the week. Anyway, it will say that I need to be able to hear what you're saying. I need you to try and maintain good eye contact with the screen. I need you to give good details because this should be a 4 to 6 minute presentation. So I recommend that you time it because I'll be timing you. Those of you who send me videos, I can just look at the length of the video, but those of you who I Zoom with, I'll be timing it during the Zoom. So pay attention to the time frame because that could impact the identified and explain the lifetime achievement. The achievement is something that you make up, anything you choose, but then you need to provide specific details from your reading to back up why this person deserves this award. It can be sincere or it can be sarcastic. Self-awareness just means that you are engaged with the presentation the whole time, identified who you want to thank and why. You need to choose 3 people in that person's life that they would recognize for contributing to their success, if you will, and then specific ways in which they helped. And then you will have 5 Q&As incorporated into the presentation. So after all is said and done, since we don't have a classroom format to do this, you could opt to either, if you're doing a group Zoom, prepare your classmates with the questions ahead of time, or you could just transition into, people have asked me several questions, here are the top 5, and then you could just identify the question and your answer to that question. So each of those aspects of the presentation is going to be worth 15 points for a total of 75. And then you also have the written assignment. This is a 1-page personal reaction to your work choice. I will not deduct points for word choice. Dead words, contractions, first and second person will not impact your grade because this is more like a journal. It should be 1 full page, around 250 to 300 words, something like that. Ideally, it would have the proper heading and all of that. And that's going to be worth 25 points. So those two combined make for a 100-point outside reading assignment grade. Then I had an end of the year kind of creative / reflective assignment that I also wanted you to do. And it's called Where I'm From and Where I'm Going. And it's essentially going to be a poem that you create and submit. I'd like it by June 5th, but I've been a little flexible with the deadlines. And Where I'm From basically is items in your home, in your community, in your family that sort of represent who you are. Think about maybe your heritage or your passions, your hobbies, anything of that nature, games you played as a kid, important family members, traditions, customs, things like that. And what I would also like you to do is not only talk about where you're from, but consider the future and where you're going. So to give you an example, I have this poem called Where I'm From, Where I'm Going. All your poems will be called that. I am from sunshine, from the beach and ocean. I am from the dirt under the boardwalk, tan, glistening. It tastes like salt and vinegar chips. I am from the forsythia bush, the Dutch elm with its swing tree, its long gone elms I remember as if they were my own. I am from fudge and saltwater taffy, from Surrey bikes and surfboards. I am from the land of surfers and sunbathers who soak up the sun like sponges on the back deck. I am from athletic fields with family in the form of classmates who fight with vengeance of road warriors. I am from the Golden Dome that serves as a beacon of hope, summoning students from faraway lands and forcing me to start my mornings with gusto, a Wawa bagel, and strong coffee. Under my bed was a dress box spilling old pictures, a sift of lost faces to drift beneath my dreams. I am going into the abyss of the unknown, where books sit lonely on dusty shelves. Classrooms beckon me to crawl out of bed. The computer lab is filled with apples, and opportunity rises like a phoenix as I prepare to start my life anew. So something along those lines. It should be around maybe 25 lines. Just show me that you made an effort to think about different aspects of your life that represent who you are and where you're going. Okay, and I thought that might be an interesting, creative way to end the year. And again, I have June 5th, but I'm actually think I'm going to change that to June 12th. So that gives you, a week to work on that. And in the midst of this, you'll be working on your presentations. So this week is basically a reading week. The next week or two is going to be presentations. You can email that presentation, set up a private Zoom or schedule a group Zoom. And then the last week of school, you can work on this Where I'm From and Where I'm Going poem to wrap up the year. Okay? All right. Take care.